Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. I didn't run away. Do we have any audio for this? Yes. Okay. Great. Thank you. Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it is time for the noon edition of Welcome to My World. This is the 9th of August, and it is a Tuesday. So happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful morning. How's everybody doing today? Are they having success with all this wonderful stuff? I've been kind of sitting over in the corner working on a little project here, and I'm feeling a whole lot better about it today than I did yesterday when I had no idea what I was doing, which probably isn't too unusual. But this this new stuff, we're trying to call these mini magnets in the room to get this thing down to the point where it can be pushed out to the beta people, and then as soon as they get through spraying it with the bug spray, it'll be out for everybody. So this is going to be a very cool addition to Apex. It's just I'm getting kind of excited about it. But anyway, this morning, what have we had here? These indices, we've got three of them playing nicely together today, and TF is being a brat. And it doesn't seem to want to do too much along with the rest of them. But it's I kind of monitor the 30-minute candles on a bunch of this stuff just to give me an idea of what the relationship is in the market for a general overview. And TF might be a little interesting going into the close today, so we'll see. Normally when we have nice trends, NQ had a wonderful trend this morning, and YM also. When we have really nice trending behavior in the morning, the opposite tends to hold true in the afternoon. Gold was wonderful this morning. Gold just put up a really nice trend. For those of you, there are some people in this room that are trading spreads, and I know Daryl really likes to trade the gold spreads when gold is trending, because they're only the bid ask is only penny wide, I think, on gold. They're very well priced, and they're priced real close to the underlying. So you don't have quite so much heat to take between the underlying and the indicative on those. The dollar fell off today. The US dollar really had, it kind of had a bad hair day this morning. So we'll see what happens. Bonds had a real nice trend up this morning. That thing started about, I don't know, around 9 o'clock. Sometimes you can get a good ride on bonds in the 8:30 to 9. Sometimes it takes till 9:30 for it to get its act together. But the interesting thing to me of these currencies, the yen was up considerably this morning. And of course, what happens is when the dollar decides to go down, then these other currencies that generally trade against it are pretty good. So people that trade the Forex pairs should have had a pretty nice morning. We've got this VIX. It's been fooling around here at around 11:30 and 11. I don't know. I looked at it once. It was 11:07 or something like it. Might want to break 11. But as long as that VIX is sitting here doing absolutely nothing, these indices are likely to remain reasonably inactive. So there were people caught a couple of nice rides, I think, this morning on crude oil. If you notice, crude oil is very, very respectful. It would like to go up, but it can't seem to quite get itself too much above these two big magnets that are right up above it. And one of them's real close to the half deviation. When you get a lot of these streets all jammed together, all in one place, that bus driver is going to have a considerable amount of passengers on his bus and a lot of gas in his tank to get that pushed on farther north. So it may hang around settlement for the rest of the day. But some of the deviation mountains on crude oil this morning were pretty easy to see too. And when it gets up here and you see this turnaround right here, and you've got a confirmation on it, and this thing keeps going down, it'll go down until the mountain changes. So anyway, let's see. Not a heck of a lot of news this morning. Tomorrow is going to be, the news is going to pick up quite a little bit tomorrow, and that's because of crude oil inventory is tomorrow, and the 10-year bond auction will be at 1 o'clock. If the symbol on that 10-year note is ZN, and I think those trade at $12 and something or other a tick. That's not something that I have traded very much. I prefer the ZB, but when there's a bond auction like that, going into the close with that market might be well worth watching for. If you're looking for an afternoon trade tomorrow, might not be a bad thing. We've got Jolt's jobs at 10 o'clock, and not a heck of a lot of other news until 10:30. We get the crude oil inventory. So if you have paid attention to the chattering class, they're talking and talking and talking about all. I mean, half of them are telling the entire world that oil is going to crash, and the other half is saying, no, this is a buying opportunity. And there's all kinds of stuff out there about how there's a big short squeeze play, and it just boggles my mind, these people. None of that does an apex trader the slightest iota of good, because we're sitting here trading very specific entries to very specific targets. So if you have you think that listening to all that nonsense is part of trading, I guess I'm on the side of just ignore that and look at the apex indicators and do what they tell you, because that's what the bottom line is. It comes down to, do you want to make money, or do you want to listen to a bunch of nitwits that don't know any more about it than any of the rest of us? And I would vote for making money with very specific entries and exit points. So, yeah, Aaron's the big TF trader. He's not real happy with TF this morning. There were other places, but that's why it's a really good idea to have, your favorite market that you like to work with, and that's your bread and butter. But at the same time, every market is going to have a real yucky day here and there. So what's your game plan? If you have a secondary and even a third one, then they can't all three be having a real bad time at the same time. you're bound to find a trade or two on one of those 2 or 3. So, yes, so you always need plan B. Anyway, I think that's about it. I don't know how many of you are using the market analyzer, but I find that it's very comforting to me to be in a trade and look and see all this is green or all of it's red versus 4 or 5 different colors, blue and yellow and red and green, and there's no sense in sitting there trying to talk yourself into and out of a whole bunch of stuff. So Lori has very generously and kindly offered to open the conference room today. If anybody wants some special help with their trades and charts and what have you, she'll post a link in here in just a second. So I always like to take advantage of that, and I encourage everybody to go over there. You will get knocked out of this elite room when you go in there, and then you have to relog back into the elite room to get back over here. So don't let that throw you. And Ezra, great job. Ezra